Now it's time for Straight on the Point with Jesse T. from some undisclosed location somewhere in the world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Jesse T.
Oh, it's good to be back with you. The Brown Beauty is back on duty. It's time for the Jesse T Show. We are live in person in paradise as we move closer to November 6th and Election Day. Lots of great things happening in store for us. In fact, right now, we're going to be broadcasting live right now on Twitter, LinkedIn, Periscope, Facebook.com/Jesse Torrero, thepowerofvoices.com, also online at YouTube, Jesse Torrero, as well as the Power of Voices on YouTube as well. So, I can't forget about our Instagram Live people. Let's get to it right now. The reason why I want to, because I'm going to be going up north now. We're taking a little road trip here on the show this afternoon, and we're going to go up to Los Gatos, California, and bring on Andrew Finelli. Hey, Andrew, are you there with me? No. Oh, he's not there yet. Slow down. Oh, okay. Well, you told me to get to it, brother. You know, when Lee tells me to get to something, I get to it real fast. I'm either hot or cold, man. You know, I'm either going like the Energizer Bunny Rabbit, or I'm going like a slow turtle in heat. And you know how slow that is. Okay, so we're calling Andrew right now. Let me tell you a little bit about what's happening up there on November 10th and November 11th. We're going to be up there in Los Gatos covering the Taekwondo Hall of Fame. And it's a great event that's put on every year. Andrew Finelli, Master Finelli, a Taekwondo artist, martial artist, and he puts this great event on. And it's terrific because a lot of the superstars in martial arts show up there. We're talking about people in the movies and the stunt people. We're talking about really the real deal, the real champions of martial arts and boxing and the fighting sports. In fact, I heard that the great boxer Ernie Shavers is going to be there. What great fights he had back in the 70s. He's one of my favorite fighters. So is Andrew with us right now? Hey, Andrew, what are you doing, buddy?
Jesse was shaking.
Absolutely, my friend. And so we're going to hook up on November 10th up there at
the corner.
Yeah, it's just about a week away, and it's an exciting event. And hey, look, man, I know you're setting up a great event there for the fellows that are showing up. Talk about some of the people that are going to be. We posted up the poster right now so our viewers can see. But talk about some of the martial arts celebrities that are going to be there.
Well, we have world-renowned Dr. Robert Goldman. He is the president and chairman of his organization, which is the A4M Anti-Aging.
Right.
He puts on 3 conferences per year, one in Thailand in September, one in Las Vegas in December, and then April in Florida, Jacksonville. He's coming, as well as Grandmaster Jeff Smith, world-renowned movie director and producer Art Camacho. We have Grandmaster Cynthia, the Lady Dragon Rothrock. We have boxing legend and martial art champion Jeff Langton. We have, you mentioned Ernie Shavers. We have him. He's out of Las Vegas, and his nickname is the Acorn. He is excited to come up with his wife. And Muhammad Ali actually said in a couple books that Ernie Shavers is the hardest heavyweight puncher that he's ever faced. And we just have a great lineup. We have, Fred the Hammer Williamson.
Oh, Big Fred's coming in.
Yes, he's excited. A lot of people don't know that he was a professional football player back in the 60s.
Kansas City Chiefs, man.
Kansas City Chiefs and Oakland Raiders.
Yep.
And, so, he had a short career, and he got into the movies. He's a great guy. He's coming up. We have Grandmaster Robert Parham, Mark Gary. We have kickboxing legend Danny Lopez coming up.
Really?
Yes, we have.
I haven't seen him in a long time. Wow.
Yes, we have him.
So this is
Grandmaster.
This is a regular event that you put on every year, correct?
Yes, this is my 7th year in a row. I first started it in 2012, and that was my first year, and I had the entire living cast of Enter the Dragon at that time. Grandmaster Bob Wall, John Saxon, Jim Kelly. He passed away a couple of
Right.
then Bolo Young, who was in the movie Bloodsport.
I've always loved him. Always loved him. So now you're going to have a special ceremony inducting some people into your Hall of Fame as well, too?
That is correct, sir. Yes, I am inducting. I induct on average about 8 individuals per year.
Right.
It's my event is something that you just can't buy yourself into.
Right.
I have to really do a background check on these individuals, make sure that they're truly worthy and they have a great body of work.
Right.
Before I nominate them, I don't have any board of directors. I don't have anybody influencing me on who I should induct. But I have 8 amazing people. I'm going to be inducting. Fred the Hammer Williamson, Ernie Shavers. I have Grandmaster Robert Koloveski and Eric Koloveski from Pennsylvania. I have Grandmaster Sergio Baraga from Florida, Master James Santee from San Diego, as well as Grandmaster Byron Mantic, Grandmaster Smith, and Master Dave Shepard.
So you got a huge lineup there that's happening. It's going to be a great event, and we're going to be up there covering it. We're going to be broadcasting and podcasting live there. So it's not something that the general public can be a participant in, but you can certainly watch with the festivities because we're going to bring interviews and have some good red carpet stuff and talk about some memories and stuff like that. Now, it's all taking place on November 10th and November 11th, so we'll be on both days. Startup, it's about 2:30. We'll be on the air probably around 2 o'clock. Here on Facebook.com/Jesse Torrero, as well as Twitter and LinkedIn and YouTube. So we're going to be hitting all those, and from time to time Instagram too. So we'll have a nice there watching it, and it's going to be a great event. To it, man. I mean, we're going to talk some more about this as the week comes up. Maybe play some videos and stuff like that, and kind of hype it up a little bit for you here. And I think it's going to be a great event. I'm looking forward to it. And we'll get it out there. Now, how do people find out about this in terms of, how they keep in touch with you, the new fans coming to you? You got a website?
Yes, I do have a website. It's www.allprotkd.com.
Fantastic. All right. So you got that, guy. Say it once again for me, will you? Did we lose you?
Hello?
Yeah, say your website once again for me.
Yes, allprotkd.com.
Sounds good. Okay, so it's all taking place, the Taekwondo Hall of Fame, and it's going to have some inductees. It's going to be a great party, lots of stories, lots of movie people, stunt people, fighters, actual combat veterans from the ring, and are going to be up there, and it's just going to be a wonderful time, and we invite you all to watch it here on the Jesse T. Show. Andrew, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you spending just a few minutes.
Look forward to seeing you on the 10th.
Okay, buddy. We'll talk some more in a couple of days. Take care. All right, so we're going to bridge out now and figure out how we can get these 2 videos online. I think if you just put my name in, you got it? Okay, all right, that's fine. So, hey, thanks a lot, Andrew, for checking in with us. I appreciate that. Now, it's November 10th and November 11th. We'll be road tripping up to Los Gatos, California, the Cats of California. Yeah, it's a nice town, nice little sleepy Northern California town, just up there by San Jose, and they're going to treat all the participants well, and we're going to be bringing it to you live here as we broadcast and podcast live here on the Jesse T. Show, and of course, we appreciate everybody who's checking in right now. Sifu Clark Tang and Evelyn Nicole Chestas is checking in as we're starting to line people up. Bam Bam Shell is checking in, or Dan Bam Bam Style. I still have a hard time reading these things. Sometimes people have the craziest names that they call themselves, these nicknames, and it's crazy because I can't figure it out sometimes. And of course, if I have my special reading glasses on, but they're just like 3 inches thick, and I look like Sherlock Holmes, on acid. I mean, my eyes are bugged out like a bug. So I try to wear these glasses, but then I can't see as well That's the one thing about age. Everything starts breaking down just a little bit here or there. In just a few moments, we're going to be bringing in a brand new R&B artist. His name is Roger Neal. Now, guys, let me tell you a little bit about Roger. You're going to love this guy. This young man has got it going on, and we're gonna be hooking up a couple of his videos, I believe. Here, we're gonna try to get that stuff hooked up and ready to go, and we're gonna bring him on in a second here. Yeah, yeah, you can go get him, sure, absolutely. I just want to make sure that we get the 2 music videos lined up, But nevertheless, let me tell you a little bit about Roger as we're going to go reach out to him. We got the stage manager exiting stage left to go get Roger Neal coming on in here. What's happening, my young man, my young friend? Brother, what's going on? Give me some skin, baby. Sit down here in the blue chair, and there's a nice chair for you too, Mr. Neal. Thank you very much. And you got that microphone right there. You can scoot up just a little bit if you want to. This will be your #1 camera right here.
Awesome.
And we're attempting to get past this encrypted system on the box to get to your 2 videos. And
Okay.
I got to it real well and easily. I mean, I found it real well. Is there any way, any secrets that we need to know about the box, other than we have to put our own email in, right? Or can we put your email in?
Did he send it through Dropbox?
Yeah.
It's just box.
It's just box, not Dropbox.
Oh, just box. Oh,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's a him question.
That's a him question over there? Okay. All right. Well, you might want to, were you able to hook him up, Lee?
Well, I'm still working on it.
Okay. Roger, if you have your email or your sign-in thing to the box, we could probably get it, because I think Lee's trying to get around the sign-in aspect there. And that way then we can give that to Lee, and he can just use your code to get in that respect. Okay? All right. Yeah, just go on that route there. All right. Well, we're here, man.
We're here.
Wait a minute, you taking your clothes off already? The girls are going to go crazy, baby.
Taking them off just layer by layer.
But I love the Army, man. I mean, you got
Thank you.
that. That's cool, man.
I just got it not too long ago, like a couple days ago.
Yeah, those are comfortable. I mean, like, are you into survival and like for the zombie apocalypse or something going on?
I'm not into survival, but if the zombie apocalypse does happen, I'm prepared.
You are prepared.
I'm ready.
You got some. I had to see if there was some armor in there, man. That can hold armor, though.
It can hold armor.
Boy, you are ready.
Front and back. Oh yeah.
Are you packing 9mm or 45s, man? I don't know.
Listen, if the zombie apocalypse happened, I got to do a 45 and a shotgun.
There you go. That's right. And a bow and arrow, man, because I like that in Walking Dead.
Here's the thing, though. I'm not that skilled with a bow and arrow. I probably just got a machete.
Oh, you're like the axe man.
Yeah.
You just like to chop and
chop and get nitty and gritty with it.
Now I've got a whole bunch of stuff to talk to you about on the Facebook page, but we're just going to wrap a little bit and make that happen here. That's the way I do things. Even though I did read it all, so I might pop up with something every now and then that might surprise you, like, so don't be surprised if I do pop up with something. Hey, Rick, what's happening, brother? This is like a free-for-all, man. This is like, you go after the game and the Boston Red Sox are playing the Dodger Blue, and the Dodger Blue is bleeding red because they lost, right? And you go and you sulk in your beer and whine and cry, right? And then if someone else pops in and this is what this show is like. It's sort of just, it's uncultured. It's sort of like,
just free for all.
It's a free for all, baby. That's right. There was a great song by Ted Nugent called "Free for All."
Really?
What a great guitar lick. There you are. You see, we got you going up here. I got you going everywhere. But what I want to get to is a little promo that I put together here for you.
Okay.
I had it somewhere here. I loaded it up at least. There's that handsome gentleman. So if you go to the Facebook page, everybody, facebook.com/Jesse Torrero, you're going to see the World Encyclopedia. Wikipedia is like right there.
It's right there.
It's like a 2-page Wikipedia about you. But one of the things that I noticed when I saw your video so bad, you dance, you sing, but you flow. You're so smooth. I mean, it's and that allows that charm to come out, that flowing kind of style. It's unique because when you see a lot of videos from R&B singers and entertainers, they're dancing, of course, because that's part of the game.
Right.
But their videos don't seem to kind of flow nicely, but you have a nice flow. Was that
Thank you.
something that is natural to you, or did you work on that in the shooting of we're going to play so bad first when we get it lined up?
Cool.
So did you?
For me, I mean, I don't think it was a thing that I worked on. I think it's just something that's internal. That's just been happening since I was a little kid. Because I've been dancing since I was like 4 years old.
Oh, so you this is something you've been doing your whole life.
Yeah, I've been doing this like my whole life and been wanting to do it my whole life. So I think the flow that you're talking about, because I don't recognize it, but
I know
it's
everybody's
cool,
got to see it though, because it's smooth. It's like very smooth.
Thank you.
It's sort of like when Sade first came out and she came on the scene in the early 90s and late 80s. She was so smooth in her R&B. That doesn't mean that somebody else isn't a great singer, but her style was very smooth. And that's kind of how my feeling about you in that respect. So you've been doing this since you were 4? I mean, were you singing in the bathtub to your dad and your mom or your pet dog or what?
I was just singing around the house. That's what it was, making like noises on pots and pans and just singing and dancing. And then one day my dad was like, you know what? I think he actually can sing. Like, I think he's actually good. Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, listen, whatever you want to do in life, I'm going to support you. And my mom was the same way. So then I was like, all right, well, I want to be a performer because that's just what I do all day, every day.
That's just what you do.
Yeah.
Right? See, I wanted to be a criminal because I just got into mischievous fun, but I figured that wasn't a good line of work.
But see, you're cooler than me then, because when I was in school and when I was younger, I was like a nerd.
Oh no, I was a guy like the guy in the Sir Lancelot. I would come to everybody's rescue. So if you were in trouble, I was rescuing you against everybody else and sticking up and saying, now you got to deal with me. Okay,
all right.
Now, I might not be as tall as you, but you still going to have to deal with me, and I bite pretty hard.
That's awesome, man.
Absolutely. But so when you started doing all of this, what age were you when you realized, I'm different than my peer group? I mean, I'm sure you did the athletics, you played outside, you did everything that all kids do, but you had a sense. When was that? When did you know that you said, something? I'm doing something different than everybody else can do?
It was, I want to say when I was like 8 years old, because I remember I was in middle school and I would sing and dance all day, and the kids would make fun of me and they would always be like, why are you singing? Like, no one else does that. Right. You're the only person in the whole school who's doing this.
Exactly.
And I was like, oh, like you guys don't do this all the time? And they're like, no, we play ball and do stuff like that. Right. I'm like, oh, okay, well, and that was like a harsh reality check. But I was like, all right.
You're about 8 years old.
Yeah, about 8. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm different, but I'm going to embrace it because I'm just me.
Right.
I can only be me.
Now, did you sing in a lot of church choirs? Did you get your training, or were you a church-going family in that respect?
I didn't start out in the church.
Because a lot of R&B guys
they start
and
in
women,
church.
They start off in the church choir.
Yeah, so I was too young to be in the church choir. So my dad was in the church choir, but I was too young.
Right.
And so I would just emulate like certain gospel songs, and I would emulate just a lot of pop artists at the time when I was a kid. I had this Walkman with the CDs that you put in. The Walkman, man.
The Walkman is what did it to you.
The Walkman.
Oh,
that's what it was.
Thanks a lot, Apple. Yeah, you did it to this kid, right? Yeah,
this is the Walkman. That's what it was. And either that or when I was younger, we had a tape player.
Yeah,
for the cassettes.
That's tape around these two little itty bitty reels in a cassette about this big. For those of you who are only 10 years old or 14,
exactly,
you don't know.
You don't know what a cassette tape is.
Yeah, no, you have no idea. That was revolutionary. Let me tell you.
And then when we got CD-ROMs, that's when it became real. That's when we were like, whoa, we're in the future.
I was 8 years old, and I had the little transistor crystal radio that my dad and I built.
Yeah.
Now, this is going way back when Moses was alive, right? Right, when the camels were the only mode of transportation.
Camels.
Right? Camels, yeah, camels. Right? Well, that's like Japanese and Arabic mixed together. I don't know how that happened, but it just happened. But I used to take that antenna and hook it up to the bedroom screen in my house, and the transistor radio. WLS Chicago.
Yep.
93 KHJ, right? That was my at about 8 years old, and that bug hit me then that I knew that was something that I kind of wanted to do, and as it came through. So it's kind of the same thing happened to you, this epiphany at 8.
Yeah, it was this thing that I was like, hey, this is the only thing that makes me happy, and I do this all the time.
Yeah.
So I might as well just chase after it because I think this is what I'm supposed to do.
Do you think artists should be classically trained, or do you think it should be artists that should come from their gut, their natural feeling for the music? Or are you a par for kind of a mixture of both?
I would say it's 50-50 because the thing is, for me, I never had training. I never had classical training. And I know a lot of artists and a lot of vocalists who have had classical training. I was never, blessed enough to have that, but I had this natural it was just naturally given to me. So I was like, all right, I got this gift. But I did do training like late in the game when I was like in the 11th grade.
Got some singing lessons.
Got some singing
lessons and things like that. Are we ready with that video? So bad? Okay, we're going to play this in just a second. But let's talk, chat a little bit more about that. When you got your first lessons and that kind of stuff started happening for you, did it kind of throw you for a loop? I mean, it was like, because you're doing this as a natural thing, right? And it's so effortlessly being done naturally from you. And now all of a sudden you're thrown into this kind of structural stuff.
Yeah.
How was that?
I like structure. I liked it. It was a challenge, but I like a challenge. I like a good challenge. And the thing was, it improved my range.
Yeah.
Like, it improved my range and it helped me be stronger. So the thing is, like, if any vocalists are listening or if anybody wants to do this, I would say 100% go for training, whether it be classical, non-classical, just jazz, whatever, just do it.
And we got a little bit of a late start today, but we're going to jump over past the hour, so we'll cover that up there. But I agree with you. It does give you that strength. It's like working out in a gym or boxing or running. You're getting that endurance in your vocal cords and the breathing and all of that. I took singing lessons from a very famous singing coach. He worked with Barbra Streisand and all these types of singers back in the 50s and 60s and 70s. And his name was Christopher Robin, of all things. And it wasn't Christopher Robin, the Christopher Robin from the fairy tale, but Winnie the Pooh, but it was Christopher Robin. He lived in Clark Gable's old house just below the Hollywood Reservoir. And I used to go up there and took some singing lessons with him. And after a year of singing, I only learned one song, and then I did my one song for him after a year of lessons, and it was an Elvis Presley song. And after that, he kind of walked around his house and into the kitchen and came back and had a little bag, small little brown bag with an envelope in it. He said, "Here." And I said, "Well, what's this?" I opened it up, and it was all the money that I gave him.
He just gave it back?
He gave it back to me, and he said, "Please never come back." Never come back. You cannot hold a tone. You don't know when the key changes. You have no talent in this arena.
Do you know what key you're in?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But that certainly wasn't you.
No.
Because you can hold tone and key and all that stuff. Tell me about So Bad. We're going to play this. This is a cool video. Tell me about it.
So Bad, about the video, just real quick. We shot this video on one night. And then we just shot it in one day, one night. And the thing about the song is, it's like I feel like every guy has had this relationship with a girl where it's like, okay, your parents know she's not good for you. You know she's not good for you. You're not supposed to be in this relationship. You're not even supposed to be going after this girl. But something inside of you just is like, listen, I know she's bad, but I really want her. Like, I just, that's it. I want her. Like, that's all I want. So that's why she's so bad, but so good.
Oh, I love it. Let's play it. One of just 17 songs. Here we go. Roger Neal. So Bad.
Shake it. shake it, shake it, shake it. Now I'm just a simple man. I get funky when I can. I ain't looking for a rhyme. I just want my funky time. If I can't feel it, you know I'm gonna fake it. I'll find another groove, but nothing makes me move like you do, like you do, like you do. Move me like you do, like you do, like you do, like you do. I just need that boogie beat. Oh, 'cause I like the way it moves me. I just need that boogie beat. Yeah, shake it, shake it. I just need that boogie beat. Yeah, 'cause I like the way it moves me. I just need that boogie beat. I just need that boogie beat. I just need that boogie beat. Oh, 'cause I like the way it moves me. I just need that boogie beat. Need that.
Ow!
Bad, just so bad.
Okay, we're gonna play this
so-
next, so stop this
bad.
right now. I don't want to play that right now. That's cool. I like that, man. That's Boogie Beats. Stand corrected. I appreciate that, that. But you see, that's what I was talking about. That flow that you have. It's just it's a very natural function for you,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
and it comes out, and that allows your charisma and your charm to come out, I think.
Thank you. Well, my whole life, my biggest inspiration and idol is Michael Jackson. So
Yeah,
I always
I
try
can
to
see the flavor there.
Yeah, I
The
always try to do
Jacksons,
him. I always
look,
try to do him right.
Janet and the whole nine, but Michael and Janet, how they kind of fed off each other.
Oh yeah,
In that respect. But she just was a female version of Michael,
of course.
and but I can see some of that influence there. But I also see some like I don't like to say names, but Timberlake and Bruno Mars and stuff.
Yeah.
But they were big, and so of course you were younger, and they influenced you. That was your musical influences of the time, especially with the dancing.
Yeah, well, with the dancing, mostly Michael. I would say just Michael Jackson. Like he, the first time I ever watched Motown 25, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. I was
Right.
like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. This
Yeah.
is it.
That's amazing. It blows me away when you say Motown 25, because I remember Motown in those 25. And you're seeing it for the first time when you're younger, and it's like it does kind of, it's an overwhelming kind of experience.
Of course, and it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think it'll ever grow old for any generation.
No.
Anybody in any time can look at that. You could be a little kid, you could be the oldest person in the world, the most wisest person in the world, and look at that and be like, wow, he changed the game forever.
Yeah, he did. He was one of the ones that sent music into a different direction.
Oh yeah.
During his lifetime, especially when after the Off the Wall album, and then he really went into a different direction. My favorite album was the Off the Wall album.
All right.
Yeah,
all
that
right.
was my favorite Michael Jackson album of all time. But now you've got 17 songs that you've already written, from what I understand.
I do.
And you're
do.
consistently writing.
I am. So I got 17 songs done, and we've got more on the way, like 10 more.
Are
So-
these mostly lyrics, or do you write actually the music too?
So I write the lyrics, I compose the music, I produce, I have a say in everything.
So you're like a one-stop shop.
Not really. I mean, I have a team of
Right.
people that are amazing,
Yeah.
people who write,
Yeah.
produce, everything like that. So shout out to everybody. I love them, and I'm very grateful for them. And I can't take full credit for everything,
Right.
but I definitely have a say in, like, this is the direction I want to go in. This is what I'm hearing. And, I have influence over the melody, over certain instruments,
Right.
like bass lines, everything like that.
So you got that going off in your head all the time.
Yeah.
And man, that must be crazy, man. To have those things coming out of your brain all the time.
It's a
what
blessing
comes
and a
out
curse.
of my brain? Like 14 personalities come out of my brain. At least you just got music. I got
music. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on in there, but it's a curse and a blessing,
So Boogie Beats, tell me about how did that come around? The video we just saw.
Boogie Beat. So Boogie Beat, that was a song that this guy named Lonnie Johnson, he actually came to us with the song, and was like, "Hey,
Really?
Yeah." He was like, "Hey, I see your potential, and I think you're like Michael Jackson." I was like, "Awesome, that's my idol." I never even met him. I was like, "That's my idol," and he was like, "Yeah." So I got this song called Boogie Beat, and immediately when I heard the song, like the title, I was like, "I don't know, it's Boogie Beat. I don't know," because at the time, kids of my generation don't listen to something called Boogie Beat. They think that's corny. So I was like, I don't.
That's like from the 70s.
Yeah,
man.
I was like,
Disco,
I don't
man.
know, man. So then I listened to the song and I was like, oh, wait, this is actually a really good song. I think I'm going to record it.
Yeah. It's interesting that a lot of people and yourself reflect on Michael Jackson a lot, and you sounding a lot like him. It's obvious that you have a lot of those traits. But, that's not a bad thing, I don't think, because when Madonna was getting old, when she first came on the scene in the early 1980s, and she was the new ingenue, she was it, man. Everything she did went super, super platinum and everything. And she went, but as performers do, they get older and they can't then be popular amongst the teenagers, the young crowd. They all are seeking their own individual tastes and artists that are coming up during their lives. But as she got older, she was able to bridge into TV and the stage and all that. But as she even got older, there was a time at some point where she's not the pop icon anymore. And especially with women, that happens a lot faster than with men in the music business. But there was a time in the late 80s and the early 90s when sort of there was room for a new type young lady to step on the scene and kind of inherit those shoes to be the next girl pop singer like that. And we had a girl who was right there on the cutting edge. Her name was Miranda. And she did real well for a while. And then Britney Spears showed up.
Yeah.
And when Britney Spears showed up, she completely replaced that whole genre. And all those listeners kind of moved over to the young Britney Spears. And they reflected on her as being similar to Madonna with a different voice quality, but it's similar in her dancing and all of that stuff.
Of course.
And she was able to really transform that into something spectacular for herself.
Of course.
And do you find that is kind of something that may happen or is happening to you?
Oh, of course. I mean, I think at this point, as for and I can only speak for me, myself, and I, and some of my generation, we're at a point where we're influenced by so many different artists because there are so many greats that have come before us.
Right.
So the thing for us is we're always going to be influenced by something subconsciously, regardless.
Right.
I'm just glad that it was Michael.
Yeah, absolutely. Right on, man. If you're going to be influenced by somebody, why not him, right? Yeah, I get that. That's very, very cool. Talk a little bit about your record label. You recently just got signed.
I did.
I believe this year.
Yes, I did.
And this is your first record label that you've been on?
Yes.
Well, how nice is that, man? How cool is that? I mean, yeah.
I'm super happy. Shout out to Foundation Records. I'm super happy.
I was already trying to sell you a house, and the people around you, your team said, "Don't worry, we got that covered."
We got it covered.
Yeah, so I said, "Well, I'll do the loan."
You'll do the loan.
Yeah, he said, "We'll talk about that." Right. But that's cool, man. That was an experience, and it's not an LA label, is it?
No, it's out in Atlanta.
How did they ever find you from Atlanta? I mean, seriously.
Honestly, my manager contacted me and was like, "Hey, this record label, they contacted me and they really like your music."
Did they see a video that you did online
I think
or something?
they saw So Bad.
They saw So Bad.
They saw So Bad, the one that's going to be coming up. But yeah, they saw that one.
Is this the new version of So Bad? Were we able to line up the new version out of the box, Lee? Is this the new version or the older version that we're going to see?
So Bad, this is the one and only version that we got.
Okay, this is the one and only version.
One and only version.
Okay, so we're going to get that in a second, but I want to just talk a little bit more about your label. Now, who are they?
So Foundation Records, they're a record label that's been around for a little bit. They're still kind of fresh, kind of new.
Well, that's good because they're excited.
Exactly, they're excited. They have
not like Clive Davis, who's like 93 years old,
But he's a legend, though.
Well, I had groups under Clive.
Yeah.
I had several groups under Clive at Arista in New York. So, yeah, absolutely. But, it's still kind of cool to have someone that you can talk to that's like your age.
Of course.
Man.
Of course. And Christopher Martin, he's really amazing, head of the label. And he just believes in everybody that he signs. He has a lot of new artists of all different genres. And the thing is, he just believes 100% in the artist. He believes in artist development. He believes in your vision, in your creative process, and he doesn't try to hinder it
Well, it makes sense. It's logical because however he came to know you, when he saw you and started following you, there was a talent that he enjoyed. And so why not let the artist that I enjoy run with it if I'm going to sign him? It's just logical, right?
Yeah.
But the industry isn't a logical industry, that's for sure. All right, so tell me about So Bad. Tell me about this one. This was one that I thought we were playing, but now we're going to play So Bad.
Yeah, so bad. Like I said before, it's like when you're trying to get with a girl and she's not good for you, your family knows she's not good for you, you know she's not good for you, just stop.
Right.
But the little person inside your head is like, no, but I really want to chase after her. It's about the chase. So she's so bad, but so good for you.
All right, Roger Neal and So Bad right here on the Jesse T Show.
So bad, just so bad, just so bad, just so. So bad, just so bad, just so bad, just so bad. Hey, sexy lady, I said, why'd you do me wrong? You drive me crazy. I've been holding on too long. I've been chasing something, but I'm afraid it just ain't there. But I don't think I really care. I really care. You know I'm just so sick of you, but I can't cut you loose. I don't know what to do without you. 'Cause you're so bad, it's good, it's good. It's just too much for me, misunderstood. But it feels so right to me. You're bad, it's good, but it's alright to be so bad. 'Cause I can't get enough of that. You're so bad. Just so bad. Just so bad. Just so bad. Your sister shady, well I dig your attitude. I wanna call you baby, 'cause you treat me way too rude. Now you're up to something, and every time you come around, but I'll be up again down. Oh, I'm just so sick of you, but I can't cut you loose. I don't know what to do without you. 'Cause you're so bad, it's good, it's just too much for me, misunderstood. But it feels so right to me. You're bad, it's good, but it's alright to be so bad. 'Cause I can't get enough of that. You're dangerous, I'm curious. Can't we find out what's meant for us? Addicting thrill, I take the pill. I must be mad or ill or crazy. 'Cause you're so bad, it's good, yeah. It's just too much for me, misunderstood. But it feels so right to me. You're bad, it's good, but it's alright to be so bad. 'Cause I can't get enough. 'Cause you're so bad, it's so bad for me. It's just too much for me, misunderstood. It's just too much for me. It's alright to me. You're bad, it's good, but it's alright to be so bad. 'Cause I can't get enough of that.
Oh, yeah, So Bad. Roger Neal right here on the Jesse T Show. And So Bad. And it kind of reminds me of myself because, you know, I want her to pay my bill. I'm tired of paying for ladies' bills.
Yeah, get her to pay for you, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Hold your, better hold it.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, you know, if you just drive a little nothing car, I think you can get away with it.
You could probably get her to spot you $25 for some
Look,
gas.
you want to spot me $25? I'll get $25 from anybody.
I mean, it's going straight into the gas tank. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, right? Isn't that the truth? My goodness, and talk about going straight to the gas tank. You guys are going to go on the gas tank pretty soon. You're going on the road.
Yes, we're going on the road in
road tripping.
Road trip in 2019.
Oh man, is it going to be fly and drop down, and then road trip around, and then fly and drop down, or is it going to be like bus road tripping?
It's going to be bus. So we got two big buses that we're taking with.
You got the big bus.
We got the big bus. So we're taking the dancers, backup vocalists, the band, everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
You need somebody for comic relief? I'll go.
You know, next time. We didn't fit into the budget, but next time.
Yeah, well, when you're near the station, you still got the big bus. We'll do a show live from the bus.
There we go, from the bus.
That'd be kind of fun.
Go right on the bus.
Yeah, I like buses. Lots of things happen on a bus.
Like sleep.
Yes, a lot of sleep. You'll find that a bus will put you to sleep or it will keep you awake. There's no in between. It's like a railroad.
I feel like we're gonna be awake most of the time because I like to party.
Oh Lord,
I like to have fun.
Oh Lord, help me. Oh Lord, Lord, Lord.
I do. I like to have fun.
You're blessed, brother. Blessed. That's right. You're being too modest. That's what you're doing. Gosh. Yes, the handsome devil you are, Roger Neal, man, and so bad. And so you've got this big road trip coming up, and they're lining up all the dates for you and getting all that stuff. That's going to be a fun experience. You're going to really enjoy getting out there. After a while, though, it does. After decades of that, it does. It's a grueling life. People don't realize how grueling an entertainer, especially a singer, especially a pop singer, R&B. You can have longer career in R&B. It's a grueling life.
For sure. For sure. You're always on the road. You're always tired, always hungry, always fatigued from rehearsals, always dancing, going to just one rehearsal after the other, doing interviews, doing photo shoots, different things like that.
Yes. Yeah. And so many other things.
So many other things.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the fun things I think you're going to have, though, when you get out there and you go from town to town, you're really going to see America, man. You're going to see it like right down in there on the asphalt from city to city. You're really going to get, and that, you know what that's going to do? That's going to give you a whole nother experience of writing.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of good stuff happens on the road for writers. They write on the road.
And that's the one thing that I plan on doing is that when I'm on the road, I want like a recording studio on the bus so that I can just make one, of course, so I can make music whenever I get inspiration.
Right. I just wanted a mini bar to get the groupies drunk.
You just want the mini bar.
That's all I wanted.
I mean, hey, listen.
But that was a time when you could do that. You can't do that
now. Well, now you go to the club, they'll give you free bottles, and then you get the girls to come to your section.
Yeah, but I don't drink anymore.
Oh, okay.
I haven't drank for 35 years.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. No, it's not good.
Toast to good health
so
with water.
Bad.
It's so bad.
That's what it is. It's one of those so bad, so good things, right? Or so good, so bad things. What are you looking forward to go? What cities are you looking forward to see? I mean, when you start thinking about your tour.
I'm looking forward to, well, first and foremost, my show in LA. Got to give love to everybody who's rocking out with me in LA.
Right.
Then New York. Atlanta, Chicago.
Of course, Atlanta, that's your home base, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I
like that.
Chicago, Philly, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, you're going to be like that, when they do those films and they have the bus going on the map, it's going to be going this way, and 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 this way, right? It's going to be one of those things. Willie Nelson, the great country writer, and he's in his 90s now, he wrote something in the area, they say, of about 10,000 songs that he just gave away. He would gave them away? Yeah, he would. In his early days, nobody wanted him as a performer. He used to come out and perform in a suit at the Grand Ole Opry, right? And not the Willie Nelson that we grew to love and know, the kind of on the road again guy, the wild cowboy kind of, with Johnny Cash and stuff. I bring him up specifically because he found his calling in writing of the music, and that supported him all these years when he wasn't able to perform or has gotten into the older ages. So writing becomes the most important thing because you get a chance to own all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Publishing.
Yeah.
Royalties. Everything is important.
Yeah. So that's going to be very, very cool. So now, are ballads in store for you?
Of course. I have a lot of ballads.
Yeah?
Oh, I've got a lot of ballads.
We're not going to play any of those today, I don't think. Yeah. It'll be too hot and bothered in here.
Me too,
knocking the doors down for you.
Well, there's no ladies in here, too. So if there were ladies, I would for sure. I would sing a cappella right now.
Look! If there was ladies in here, I'd be throwing $20 bill while you're singing. $20, baby. $20. Get up there and sing. $20, baby. Right? I'd borrow some money from somebody around here.
Borrow it from him. Take it out of his wallet.
That's the first thing I would go to. Because I know Lee and I ain't got no money.
Yeah, just take it out of his. Tell him to give you 40. Right. So then you keep 20 for your gas, and then put 20 out.
You're telling me how to work your manager.
Yeah,
here, right?
That's it. That's all you had to do.
Man, he's giving me the inside secrets on you, brother.
Get 40, keep 20, give 20 to the girl.
It's good to have good, strong, solid backing and a family behind you, isn't it?
Yes. It's the one thing that I do not take for granted ever.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. And your management team is your family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And your dad has been around Los Angeles as a public relations guy forever, and he's one of the best. I mean, the stuff he does. He's like the Energizer Bunny Rabbit. I mean, where does he get the energy, right?
I don't even know, but I know that he's always working. He does not take a day off.
Right. Yeah. So, well, that's a good work ethic that you grew up watching.
Yeah.
And does that help you in what you're doing?
100%. And also, coffee helps.
Yeah. Don't tell me you're a $10 coffee cup guy from Starbucks.
Oh, no. Listen, I go to Starbucks, I get the $2 coffee.
Yeah, give me Joe, baby.
Just give me the $2 coffee, and I'm good.
You want to know the best coffee to drink if you really want to wake up? Armenian coffee.
I heard about that.
It's like in a little 1 ounce or 2 ounce glass, right? And it is so thick. And when you drink that coffee, they give you a shot of vodka, too, if you want it, or some candy.
Oh, really?
Vodka or candy or coffee and vodka and candy. But that coffee, I mean, you talk about mainlining it.
Really?
Oh, man. You'll be wired. That is the best coffee if you really need to get a caffeine shot.
Because I've heard about it. I just never had it. I'm scared.
Yeah, well, you should be. Man, you'll be up for like a week and a half.
Sheesh.
Absolutely. So where are you in terms of where you see yourself and where you'd like to be? Of course, everybody wants to sell 5 million records in the first time out and go, quadruple plus platinum.
Of course.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. But are you looking forward to the super success, or are you looking forward to the art and adding something to the art and creating the art? What is more important to you?
Both.
Yeah.
I feel as if you have to, first and foremost, you have to have the art right. Mm-hmm. So once you put the art at the forefront, that's when the, awards, that's when, the acclaim comes with it. So that's what I'm looking forward to is a good dose of both. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, in 5 years, I see myself at the Grammys, getting nominated.
Right on.
Hopefully winning something, but I'm just being nominated would be amazing.
That would be cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had a group that was nominated for a rookie Grammy New Artist of the Year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He didn't win, but he got the nomination. And
who was he?
Skilo.
Okay, really?
Yep. I wish. I was part of the team that found him.
All right.
Hooked him up with Sunshine Records, and eventually a larger label bought the single, and I Wish, the basketball song.
Yeah,
right.
That's awesome.
But nothing happened after that, and there's a lot of reasons for that.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, yeah. So it's really something to be to be there at the Grammys and know that you might win something.
Oh, I bet.
It's like the California lottery or something like that.
Oh, I bet. I want to go to the Grammys.
You get most of your music from things that you've done in the past, or where does that inspiration come from?
Just from life experiences,
right.
Mostly just things that I have been through, because I've tried the tactic where it's like, I'm gonna sing about this or sing about that, but not really have a emotional connection to it, and it just never works. Like everyone can tell, he might be putting it on, or it might not be as genuine as.
Right.
But when I write straight from the heart and straight from experience. That's when I can tell that people are really vibing with the music, and that's when I can tell people can see that I'm being my most authentic self.
Yeah. And it's cool too. Also, when other entertainers get a chance to see you perform or see what you're all about, you've gotten some really good feedback about that.
Yeah.
Some of the people that you performed in front of or have seen you have said some very kind things about you. Who are some of those people that you got a chance to get up and dance or sing in front of?
Oh, man, I've gotten a chance to go up in front of a lot of people.
I hear tell that somebody related to Quincy Jones or had some connection to the man. The man of all men. He's like Quincy Jones and Tony Bennett. These are like icons we'll never see again in the history of our planet.
Quincy Jones,
tell me
the
about
musical
this Quincy
prophet.
Jones thing.
The musical prophet. So someone in his camp saw me perform and was like, okay, I'm going to forward relayed the message, so to speak. And by message, I mean like show him the video.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, that's cool. So we got word back that he was like, oh, that's great, man. Yeah, tell him to keep doing what he's doing. I like the music. I dig it. I'm like, whoa. Quincy Jones said that he liked the music.
And there's no reason for him to say anything.
No.
And there's no reason for that person to tell you a bunch of BS either.
He didn't even have to listen to it. He could have been like, no, I'm busy. Because
Right.
he's Quincy Jones. He's going through like 80 different things at the same time.
That's all you got to say. Quincy Jones.
He's doing like 10 albums at the same time, and they're all dropping next year.
I know. Isn't it amazing? He's in his late 80s. How old is he now, Lee? About 89, 88 years old, Quincy? Yeah. I interviewed him twice.
Really?
I was at KISS FM, and I interviewed him. And I interviewed him at Motown.
Really?
When I had an artist at Motown eons ago, had a chance to interview him and a few people there. And it's a kind of an awe-inspiring thing just to be talking to Quincy. I mean, he performed and made music for everybody. Count Basie, Frank Sinatra, Elvis, everybody. Michael Jackson, of course. That was the big thing that really launched his pop. Yeah, 1985.
No, he's 85.
85 now. So, I mean, and for him to say those kind words to you, I mean, what's it going to be like when you get a chance to perform in front of him? You're going to be like,
when I get a chance to perform in front of him, I'm going to be prepared.
That's going to happen. It's going to happen.
That's the key. I'm going to be prepared so that he can be like, you're good. That's all I want.
Yeah, Harry Connick Jr. performed in front of Frank Sinatra for the first time that Harry Connick Jr. performed in front of Frank Sinatra, the first time. And Frank's favorite singer was Tony Bennett. He went on record and said that many times during his lifetime. Tony Bennett was his favorite saloon singer. And later in Frank's life, Mr. Sinatra's life, he saw Harry Connick Jr. when he was just coming up. And, he came up through music first and then into the acting, but music from New Orleans. He has that New Orleans flavor, but he could do great of the standards. Harry Connick Jr. He's got a great voice. And so he performed for the first time. This was a taped show, but they didn't show this part. He performed for the first time a Frank Sinatra song, and he totally messed it up.
He messed it up?
Messed it up. One of Frank Sinatra's biggest hits from the reprise years, from the Capitol years in the 1960s.
Yeah.
Totally messed up the lyrics, totally blew it, right? And so they stopped the taping of it, and he walked over to Mr. Sinatra, and he said, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Please, but just humbled himself. I'm so sorry. And Frank Sinatra, being the gentleman he was in that respect, the professional, he said, that's all right, kid. Go up there and do it again. And he went up there and did it again, and that's the one that they taped. And he nailed it.
Yeah.
And Frank Sinatra stood up, and there's a shot of him standing up, giving him a standing ovation.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Hey, man, even if you mess up, it doesn't matter as long as you make up for what you mess up.
Of course.
Of course. He nailed it. He nailed it. And so, that happens sometimes.
Yeah. If you mess up, you got to get back up and go 1,000 times harder.
Absolutely. The Pointer Sisters, too?
Yeah, the Pointer Sisters.
You like the Pointer Sisters?
Yeah, well, I like the Pointer Sisters, and every time, because I've performed in front of them a couple times, every time they would always come backstage and be like, oh my gosh, you're killing it. You're doing amazing.
Yeah, well, Bonnie Pointer likes the way I sing. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, she does. She came down here and I interviewed her, and then I sang a song for her out in the hallway. Was it Anita? Oh, okay.
What did you sing?
Well, they all look like Pointer Sisters to me. Whether it's Anita or Bonnie or they're all Pointer Sisters, and they all look like Pointer Sisters. So, how can you tell one pointer from another pointer?
No, it depends on which direction they're pointing at.
There you go.
Well, she was pointing at me, baby.
There you go.
She said, Jesse, whoever the Pointer Sister that I interviewed, I don't even know who I interviewed. Lee knows who I interviewed more than she said I sang pretty good.
There you go.
Didn't she?
She said that.
Yeah, she said that.
But she winked and she had her fingers.
No, she didn't wink. What are you doing to me, man? Come on. She didn't wink. I nailed it just like Harry Connick Jr. Hey, how do folks get in touch with you? How do the fans find you? I know you're all over social media. Come on now.
I am. I'm all over social media. So on Instagram, it's Roger Neal Official.
Yes.
On Twitter, it's Platinum Method.
Yeah.
My website is therealrogerneal.com.
Yes.
And that's it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got like?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Go ahead.
What's with the bulletproof vest there?
was with the bulletproof vest. So this is actually, I'm glad finally someone talked about it.
Okay.
Other than you with the hunting, but
Yes.
someone talked about it. I
Okay.
am so glad to address this. So this is fashionable. So it's not actually, so there's nothing under here protecting me.
Right.
It's just for fashion. And that this is what the kids like to wear nowadays.
Really?
Yes.
Do they really?
Military type
Man,
stuff.
they would love to come into my warehouse. Oh, yeah. Man, they would love that because I got the warehouse full of this kind of stuff. Except it's got, and in the back. Cool, though. It's comfortable as heck. All get out. People don't realize.
It's nice. I like it.
And the girls look really good in it.
It does. It really does help your posture, and the girls think you're really hard, even though you're soft. So they're like, oh, he's a bad boy. Oh my gosh.
Let me think about this one a second. Hard, soft, bad boy, so bad. So
No,
so
sir.
bad.
It's so bad.
That's
Yes.
right. So bad. So bad to be so good. Yeah, I get it now. Thank you.
You get it.
Jesus, man. I forgot what it's like to be hard. I mean,
This is what happens when you're 21.
I want to play the video again before you take me out. Okay, don't take me out yet, man. You're like a black Italian, man. That's right. You're the black Italian.
He said, "That's right."
He's the black Italian from New York. You take me out. So bad, Roger Neal. We're gonna play this, then we're gonna go out.
Hey, sexy lady, I said, why'd you do me wrong? You drive me crazy. I've been holding on too long. Yeah, I've been chasing something, but I'm afraid it just ain't there. But I don't think I really care. You know I'm just so sick of you, but I can't cut you loose. I don't know what to do without you. 'Cause you're so bad, it's good. It's just too much for me, misunderstood. But it feels so right to me. You're bad, it's good. But it's alright to be so bad. 'Cause I can't get enough of that. You're so bad. Your sister shaded, well I dig your attitude. I wanna call you baby, 'cause you treat me way too rude. Now you're up to something, and every time you come around, but I'll be up again down. Oh, I'm just so sick of you, but I can't cut you loose. I don't know what to do without you. 'Cause you're so bad, it's good. It's just too much for me, misunderstood. But it feels so right to me. You're bad, it's good. But it's alright to be so bad. 'Cause I can't get enough of that. You're dangerous, I'm curious. Can't we find out what's meant for us? Addicting thrill. I take the pill, I must be mad or ill or crazy. 'Cause you're so bad, it's good. Yeah, it's just too much for me, misunderstood. But it feels so right to me. You're bad, it's good. But it's alright to be so bad. 'Cause I can't get enough. 'Cause you're so bad, it's good. It's just too bad for me. It's just too much for me, misunderstood. It's just too much for me. It's alright to me. You're bad, it's good. But it's alright to be so bad. 'Cause I can't get enough of that.
Oh, baby, I just can't get enough of that.
There you go. You got the end tag.
Yeah, that's about all I can sing. I just can't get enough of that. I like that line. And your
Thank you.
sister's in that.
She is my twin sister.
So she was in the first row at some point in there, but she was in the second row left.
Yeah, she's just dancing her butt off,
Nice.
doing what she does.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Well, so you got an entertaining family.
Yes, and then I got an older sister.
What's happening for you right now? What's coming up next as we take ourselves out in about a minute and a half? What's coming up next right now?
Well, what's coming up next right now is we've got more new music coming out. We've got new visuals, which is new music videos coming out for the songs.
Right.
And then we're just gearing up for this tour. That's it. And then we've got another show that's happening in December. Don't have a date just yet. Waiting on the label to solidify that date. But it's going to be in Hollywood, and it's going to be really dope.
Well, I want to come out and see the show in LA here.
Of course. It's a free show. Anybody can come. Anybody.
Oh, well, I don't want to come then. I want to come when tickets are $500 a ticket, and then you invite me. That's when I want to come. Then I'll feel special.
Yeah, I lied. The front row.
I set you up. Come on. He's having a hard time with that.
Listen, the front is $1,200.
Well, then that's why Jesse T's got to be there, baby.
There you go.
On.
Everyone else is free, but they don't get the perks that you get.
Oh.
See?
Well, I'll have to clear that with Mama T first. Mama T, can I have that perk he's talking about? Yeah, I'll give you a perk. I feel like Sanford and Son. I'm coming for you. Right? Mm-hmm. Roger Neal, everybody. Great new R&B artist. So Bad, Boogie Beats, 17 other songs on the road coming up here. Social media, give it out real quick.
Instagram, Roger Neal Official. Twitter, Platinum Method. And then Facebook, Roger Neal. And then I've also got www.rogernealofficial.com.
And Paris Jackson likes him, and everybody likes him, and we love him, man. I just think you're going to be the next thing, man. You're on your way, and I wish you the best of luck and can't wait to see your career progress. Roger Neal, everybody. Check him out on his social media. This is the Jesse T Show. You never know what we're going to do. Hey, it's the Brown Beauty, and I'm off duty, baby. Hey, now look, at $1,200 seats, it means I can go sell them out front for $800. I can make some money, take care of the mortgage. Mama T, you need a piece of jewelry?